From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the News at 10. Live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Laddie Williams.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, joint police operatives neutralized 4 kidnapped suspects and rescue 5 victims in a swift 24-hour operation near Ogbere Forest in Ogun State. And Chief of Naval Staff says the service will continue to meet constitutional mandate in collaboration with other security agencies to enhance national security. And the Department for State Services releases Kaduna State resident Nura Idris after internal review finds no evidence linking him to Boko Haram. And the death toll from Venezuela earthquakes rises to over 1,000 as rescuers battle to pull out survivors from the rubble.
On sports news tonight, Madison Keys joins an exclusive club after defeating Tatiana Maria to win her 3rd Eastbourne Trophy in the United Kingdom.
And security leads us off tonight as police operatives in a joint operation have neutralized 4 kidnapped suspects, rescuing 5 victims within 24 hours near the Ogbere Forest in Ogun State. According to Commissioner of Lagos and Ogun State, the joint operation, codenamed Kosaye, meaning no space in Yoruba dialect, will be consistent across forests of the 2 states.
Bandit, yo! J4 Express Road. Bandit!
A circulating video alerting road users and security personnel that kidnappers are holding another set of victims in this forest area in Ogun State. News of this latest incident triggers an immediate response from police officers in Lagos and Ogun State. Their march into the thick forest pays off.
Jesus Christ.
Still reeling from the pain, the victims managed to recount their ordeal in the hands of the abductors.
I remembered was my auntie at the front screaming, "Auntie run, auntie run." So I held because I was sitting with my sister. I held my sister and I was like, "What's happening?" My sister started screaming. Everybody like bend down, bend down, bend down. And I think the next thing when I looked at my sister was blood. She was bleeding. I thought it was the vigilante, like wanted to help us. He helped us open the door, cause it's a sea, and I helped us open the door. And then he brought us out of the vehicle. And it was like, how many people didn't shoot? My sister was like, "Oh, she's bleeding," and my mom also. Then he separated he separated myself and my auntie from my mom and my sister, and he directed us to a bush where we should enter.
That place is a terrible place. It's a terrible thick bush, and the police risked their life to save our own. May God, my Almighty, bless them and keep them. Straight bullets will never meet them wherever they go.
They are 5 in number.
They cover their faces.
Yeah, they cover their face. They cover their face. Because they speak Fulani fluently. They call one Babangida. He's their team leader. He's the leader of the gang. He's the one that is now come to address us. Do we know where we are now? Do we know their mission? That we know that they are kidnappers. We say yes. So our phone that is seized, they now give us phone one by one that we should call our family for ransom. Initially, we are 2 with my colleague that we are working the same place. They demand for 40 million from me, 30 from her, making 70.
For this 63-year-old victim, the pain is deeper. She speaks on how she was shot and left in the pool of her own blood.
When they injure me, I have to pick up the sweater. The sweater was with blood. I held my hand. One man was was beside me coming out, was running. He said, "Madam, forget about the pain, run for your life."
For the commissioners of police in Naval and Ogun State, the joint operation will continue until the forest area is clear of criminals.
We are here to formally launch Operation Kusaye in Lagos and Ogun States. Operation Kusaye means there is no space for criminalities and criminals. On the marching order of the Inspector General of Police, Operation Kusaye moved in and rescued 5 victims. We neutralized 4 kidnappers. We arrested another 4 aside from the 84 other suspects that we arrested across Lagos and Ogun stretches.
We are really committed. The Inspector General's Police is committed to the safety and security of the people of Nigeria. And I'm very sure this is going to be replicated all over the Federation. It is for the CPs or commissioners of police or the states particularly that are contiguous to come together, collaborate and find and ensure that their corridors are safe and the criminals within the corridors are wiped out.
As joint security operations intensify across the Lagos-Ogun corridor, authorities are urging the public to continue providing timely information to support efforts aimed at keeping communities and major highways safe.
And more rescues now. The Edo State Police Command has freed 11 persons, comprising 9 males and 2 females, who were abducted by suspected kidnappers from their farms in Obido community, Yamo and Asako East local government area of the state. The victims were rescued during a coordinated operation carried out by operators of the Yamo Division, local vigilantes and hunters, following a distress call received on Thursday, June 25th, 2026. According to a statement issued by the police public relations officer, ASP Enoy Kyodem, the rescue team immediately launched a search operation in the surrounding forests where the victims were believed to have been taken. The statement said the operators encountered the kidnappers, leading to a fierce gun duel overwhelmed by the superior firepower and tactical response of the operators. The kidnappers abandoned their captives and fled into the forest, according to the statement. According to police, all the victims were rescued unhurt and taken to a hospital for medical examination before being reunited with their families. Meanwhile, the command says efforts are ongoing to track down and arrest the fleeing suspects. Now, here's another story making headlines. The Chief of Communication and Information Technology of the Nigerian Navy, Rear Admiral Semiu Adikwewa, says the service will continue to meet up with its constitutional commitments in collaboration with other security agencies in Nigeria to improve national security. Addressing personnel of the service after its second quarter 10-kilometer walk in Abuja, Admiral Adikwewa, who represented the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Idi Abbas, harps on the need for professionalism by officers and ratings of the service, as he stressed the need for them to keep the flag flying by diligently performing their duties while maintaining utmost regard for human rights. He adds that the route march is aimed at developing personnel's physical and mental alertness to meet the dynamics of contemporary security operations, as well as fostering esprit de corps with other security agencies.
The Nigerian Navy is primarily responsible for the protection of the nation's maritime domain and also a major contributor to the Gulf of Guinea maritime security arrangements. The service is also a major participant in the internal security duties all over the country. This makes it imperative for us to be mentally and physically fit at all times. Thus, exercises and physical training remains the bedrock of naval personnel's daily mental and physical readiness for sea and ashore duties. Notably, the commitment of the Nigerian Navy towards enhancing mental and physical fitness has yielded dividends, as witnessed with the sterling contribution to the national security, peace, and prosperity. It is in recognition of this fact that the desire of the service to keep the personnel physically fit, that the route march, amongst other physical fitness exercises, are sustained in the Nigerian Navy schedule of events. Fortunately, the performance we have witnessed today guarantees that the Nigerian Navy will continue to meet up with the constitutional commitment in collaboration with other security agencies in Nigeria to improve national security.
In a bid to ensure smooth operations, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Mr. Siaku Mohammed, has embarked on an operational visit and tour of the Federal Capital Territory Police Command. The visit, which was held at the command headquarters, was attended by senior officers of the command, community stakeholders from across the Federal Capital Territory, and officers and men at the command headquarters.
This operational visit to FCT Police Command is at the instance of the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Olatunji Disu, as the Nigeria Police Force continues to reposition itself to address the nation's security challenges. In his address, the FCT Commissioner of Police makes a commitment to strengthening policing through effective supervision and continuous operational assessment. He equally highlighted recent operational achievements of the command.
The FCT Police Command has continued to uphold the highest standards of professionalism in policing and accountability in matters of public concern. We have also restored peace and security in communities such as Pasig Hills, bordering Kaduna and Niger State, Kuchibui Village, bordering Niger State, Kashi Hills, bordering Nasarawa State,
Addressing officers and men of the command, the DIG, who is in charge of the Department of Training and Development, disclosed that the visit is aimed at assessing the prevailing security architecture, inspecting operational systems, evaluating ongoing policing strategies, and making informed recommendations that will enhance operational efficiency of the force across the zone.
I am also here to evaluate the operational capabilities and strategy of the FCT Police Command in addressing the prevailing and emerging crime and threats to public safety.
You also highlighted the need for officers to diligently implement the policing directives of the IGP.
He has also directed that while performing a duty, you should always be alert. He doesn't want to hear the bad news of losing any one of you. So while on duty, you must and you should be vigilant.
The visit featured an interactive session between the Deputy Inspector of Police and officers of the command, as well as community representatives, during which critical security concerns, operational challenges, and strategies for enhancing effective policing within the Federal Capital Territory were addressed.
Elsewhere, the Nigerian Army has announced plans to honor some retired peacekeepers served in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and other missions. A Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Waidi Shaibu, disclosed this while speaking with journalists in Abuja as part of activities marking the Nigerian Army Day celebration 2026. He said the initiative, which involves a visit to the affected countries, was introduced as part of this year's celebration to appreciate the sacrifices of personnel who contributed to restoring peace in conflict-ridden African countries in the early 1990s.
For this year's celebration, it is holding in Port Harcourt. That's the grand finale. And the theme of this thing is protecting the nation and securing the people. Of course, it's people-centric in nature. And for those celebrations, we also add something that will also make a difference this year. Those of our officers and men that served in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and other countries in the early 1990s when those crises started. We've selected a few of them, so officers, soldiers, to go back to Liberia and Sierra Leone to see what their efforts have yielded. These men and women, may not have been able to visit these countries and see for themselves how peace have returned to those countries. And so we are using that effort to send some of them there to appreciate them, that the nation still honors and appreciates the sacrifices they've made. It's also serve an inspiration for current people that are serving. They will be honored for life, for as long as the army endures, the nation endures. Those ones coming behind will appreciate the sacrifices they are doing.
And in part two, after the break, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu issues ultimatum and final notice to illegal occupants along the Lagos-Badagry Expressway after a monthly sanitation exercise. That's in a moment. Do stay with us. Welcome back. If you just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, broadcasting live from Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. Joint police operatives neutralized 4 kidnapped suspects and rescued 5 victims in a swift 24-hour operation near Gombe Forest in Ogun State. The Chief of Naval Staff says the service will continue to meet constitutional mandates in collaboration with other security agencies to enhance national security. And the Department of State Services releases Kaduna State resident Noura Idris after internal review finds no evidence linking him to Boko Haram. And the death toll from the Venezuela earthquakes rises to over 1,000 as rescuers battle to pull out survivors. And now to another major story. The Department of State Services has released a Kaduna State resident, Noura Idris, after an internal review found no evidence linking him to Boko Haram. According to security sources, Noura Idris, a farmer and livestock rearer from Soba local government area, was arrested in Suleja, Niger State in June 2024 by another security agency over alleged terrorist links before being transferred to DSS custody. The sources said the review panel set up by the DSS concluded that the allegations against him were unsubstantiated, prompting the Director General of the service, Oluwatosi Adeola Ajayi, to order his immediate release. The DSS also presented Idris with 3 million naira to support his reintegration, with the agency indicating that further assistance will be provided to help him rebuild his livelihood. Speaking after his release, Idris expressed appreciation to the DSS, saying the financial support would help him restart his life. His father, Yusuf Idris, also thanked the agency and pledged to put the compensation to good use. Security sources said the release is part of an internal review initiated by the DSS to reassess inherited and prolonged detention cases with the aim of identifying individuals who may have been wrongfully detained. Sources added that the agency has introduced measures to support those cleared of wrongdoing, including financial assistance, psychological and medical care, and business support for their reintegration into society. All right, let's shift to politics now. The Gombe State Independent Electoral Commission has declared the All Progressives Congress winner of all 24 chairmanship seats and all 240 councillorship positions in the state's local government elections. The elections were held today across 114 wards and 2,988 polling units, with 6 political parties participating in the exercise. Voting took place in the state's 11 local government areas and 13 newly created local council development areas. The exercise also produced winners for all 240 councillor seats.
It is election day in Gombe State as voters head to the polls to elect 24 chairmen across the state's 11 local government areas and 13 chairpersons for the newly created local government development areas. Across polling units, there is a beehive of activities as electoral officials screen voters, ballot papers are issued, citizens queue patiently to cast their votes, observers monitor proceedings, and security personnel maintain law and order without any major incidents. Governor Inuwa Yahaya, accompanied by the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Mr. Jamilu Gwama, cast his vote at the Yahaya Umaru polling unit in Gombe. He expressed satisfaction with the peaceful conduct of the exercise.
And they have all turned out to be very peaceful and positive. I believe this one is going to be positive, and you can see the conduct is very peaceful. So we thank God for everything, and I urge the people to continuously behave and exercise their franchise freely.
Observers and voters also note that the exercise is largely peaceful across the state.
Election officers are here on time. They are here since before 7 a.m. They are waiting for people to come, and they are doing what is expected in their position. Alhamdulillah, as you can see, as a tradition of politics, people gathered here with their voters' cards. They were accredited, and election is moving on peacefully without any problem.
The network of civil society groups is leading observers to monitor the conduct of the exercise. They also report impressive voter turnout.
The reason could be why, because there is massive voter education, why, because of the system that is going on. People are not happy with it and they want to bring change, and it can only happen through voting. So, and also the opportunity people have, and by using the social media to populate what they see and what they hear, it has also given the confidence to the citizens to come out. And also the government, it forced government to make sure that they provided the electoral materials on time, and also the security. As you can see, everybody is lively. This is the first time in the history of local government election in Gombe State people come out to vote, and election materials are available at the voting unit. You are welcome.
As voting concludes, attention now shifts to the collation centers, where results are expected to be compiled.
And shifting to environmental matters now, the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has asked residents to play their role in keeping the metropolis clean. Speaking after the monthly sanitation exercise carried out in Ojuelegba, Surulere and Koshofe area of the state, Governor Sanwo-Olu says collective action is highly needed on the part of government and the people to achieve a cleaner Lagos. He adds that an additional 150 compacted trucks have been procured to increase logistics and enhance waste collection across the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu also announced the clearing of the Lagos-Badagry Expressway corridor, insisting that the state government will not permit unapproved operations along the highway.
Unapproved refuse points appear to be on the increase in Lagos State as some residents resort to dumping their refuse along the median due to delayed pickup by PSP operators. Moving around Maryland axis, Koshofe to Alimosho and the Apapa area of the state, the situation is the same. Some parts of Ojuelegba area of Surulere are littered with refuse, even on a sanitation day. The entire Lagos median is occupied with bags of refuse.
We are the problem of ourselves in Lagos. Why I say so is, when you are putting refuge on the highway and you are not putting inside the carrier bags to tie it, and you scatter it everywhere, when motor passes around, will sprinkle everything on everywhere.
Perhaps the nonchalant attitude of the residents and those selling things around here is what you are seeing the result of.
I think government also should arrest anyone that does that kind of thing.
The environmental challenge has prompted the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, his wife, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, wife of the Deputy Governor, and other senior government officials to join the cleanup exercise in clearing the dirt.
It's a very big challenge for Lagos State. Back in cleaner Lagos and the rest of those things, it has been a very, very big challenge for Lagos State, and I think they should really, really work on that.
I
I think we need more PSP workers like lawmakers. We need more. We need more because they are the ones that have not been coming. Not like we like the way our environment has been. No.
Governor Sanwo-Olu says 150 additional waste compactor trucks have been procured to improve waste collection services, warning residents to stop the act of illegal waste disposal.
Everybody must participate, and clean the environment. But taking it forward, what are we doing? We realize that apart from institutional problems, there are also logistics issues. We've made order to procure additional compactor trucks, about 150 brand new compactor trucks. In fact, in the next 3 months, we should start receiving them. We're also working to design compactor tricycles that will move into inner streets and inner roads and be able to stop them from bringing this waste on the highways.
He also orders the clearing of illegal trading activity along the Badagry Expressway.
The Lagos-Badagry Express Road from Orile all the way to Lasso, Okokomaiko. We are coming to clear the entire media. We are coming to clear the entire media, and it will start from next week. Whatever it is that is there will be destroyed, will be taken away. On the median, it's a 10-lane highway that was built with the resources of our taxpayers and will not fold our arms and turn that international gateway into a slum.
Lagos State is currently experiencing challenges with the existing landfill, including Olushosun, which is flooded as a result of the rainfall pattern. But government is not deterred as work continues at the dump site to complete a transfer loading station that will decongest the landfill.
This place will be one of the transfer loading stations that will transfer about 2,500 metric tons of waste a day to the material recovery sites that will be at Ikorodu. And the target is for them to commence before the end of the year.
The Lagos State government says the pick and dump linear waste system is not sustainable and residents must look beyond the refuse and embrace the Waste to Wealth initiative to achieve a cleaner Lagos.
And in other developments, the federal government has officially handed over the Akanu International Airport Enugu to concessionaires Aero Alliance Limited. The landmark deal, which took place at the Akanu International Airport, includes financing, rehabilitation, expansion, operation and management of the airport. For both the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace, Mr. Festus Keyamo, and the State Governor, Mr. Peter Mba, the handover will transform the airport into a world-class international gateway.
It's the official signing and handover ceremony of the Akanu Ibiam International Airport. The key players in the transaction sign-off of the documents marking the beginning of a new era. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, commends Governor Peter Mba for his persistence and commitment in ensuring the project becomes a reality, urging the concessionaire to ensure that international standards are maintained in the management of the facility.
We expect Aero Alliance Limited to discharge its responsibilities with the highest standards of professionalism, transparency, operational excellence, and commitment to safety. Our collective objective is to position Akanu Ibiam International Airport as a world-class aviation gateway that supports commerce, tourism, investment, and regional connectivity across the Southeast and the wider Nigerian economy.
The concessionaire pledges to deliver on its mandates, assuring that it will transform the Enugu airports into one of Africa's leading regional aviation, logistics, and commercial hubs.
We will lead with integrity, pursue excellence, remain accountable, listen to stakeholders, and will work tirelessly to ensure that Akanu Ibiam International Airport is ready for the generations to come.
For Governor Peter Mba, this milestone is a defining moment for a region whose economy is built on trade, commerce, innovation, and industrial enterprise.
Most importantly, it strengthens Enugu's position as a strategic economic hub for the Southeast and a gateway to West Africa. Today's event also sends a powerful message to investors. It demonstrates that when government creates transparent frameworks, provide policy certainty, and foster collaboration, substantial private capital can be mobilized to drive development.
Beyond the signing ceremony lies a bigger ambition, transforming Enugu into a regional hub for commerce, tourism, and global connectivity converge.
Still to come, Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise cautions Senate against resolution seeking ban on textile fabric imports, recommends comprehensive value chain reforms for the industry. That's in a moment. Just stay with us. Welcome back to Clean Energy Now. The federal government says Nigeria has taken steps to rebuild hydrogen economy as part of its $337 billion climate investment plan aimed at driving sustainable development and fast-tracking energy transition. The Director General of the Energy Commission of Nigeria, Mr. Mustafa Abdullahi, disclosed this while speaking at a strategic awareness and alignment summit on low-carbon hydrogen. Said the Commission is developing a national hydrogen roadmap to guide the country's hydrogen development efforts and attract investment into the sector. He also revealed that Nigeria has been selected as one of only 9 countries to participate in the United Nations Industrial Development Organization's Global Clean Hydrogen Program, a move expected to support the country's clean energy ambitions and accelerate the development of hydrogen projects.
In 2023, this commission inaugurated its hydrogen committee, and that committee commenced its work immediately. Today, the Energy Commission of Nigeria serves as the project executing entity for the Nigerian's Child Project under the UNIDO's Global Clean Hydrogen Program. One of the only 9 countries worldwide selected into the program's first phase. Furthermore, the Commission is building the first Nigeria green hydrogen pilot plant. This summit, therefore, is not Nigeria's starting point on hydrogen. It is Nigeria's acceleration point. Nigeria's hydrogen leapfrog begins here. 15 modules, 3 days, 1 roadmap. Every module represented in this room fits a single capstone's deliverable. And these capstones, very clear, a 10-point national hydrogen leapfrog roadmap, grounded not in inspiration, but in specific provisions of Nigerian law already in force.
And 2 other stories. President Bola Tinubu says all enablers, including conducive environments where shared vision and strategic investment would continue to drive tourism and industrialization. Represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, the President noted that iconic structures, heritage sites, and historical landmarks should be preserved by all means. He gave this charge at the formal commissioning of the newly reconstructed ultramodern Premier Hotel, Ibadan, marking the rebirth of one of Nigeria's most iconic hospitality assets and setting the stage for full commercial operations scheduled to commence in the 4th quarter of 2026.
This is one of those days and places where cultural heritage breeds unity that trumps any other divisive factor. Despite different party affiliations, all the 6 Southwest governors ably represented converged on the Mokola Hill their premier hotel is sited. It's a day of joy, rebirth and upgrade for the 60-year-old hotel, which used to be the epicenter of hospitality in the southwest of Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu's message, which was delivered by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, underscores the significance of a landmark like Premier Hotel as a symbol of unity and perseverance.
The transformation and modernization of this facility remind us that heritage should not be abandoned to the passage of time. Rather, it should be preserved, renewed, and adapted to meet contemporary realities.
Speaking on behalf of the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum, the Secretary to the Lagos State Government, Abimbola Saluhundeyin, describes the project as a restoration of an important part of Nigeria's national identity.
We are proud to know that Odua Investment Company Limited is an institution that has long exemplified the value of regional collaboration and shared prosperity among the South-West zones.
For Governor Seyi Makinde, the host governor, who was represented by the Secretary to the Oyo State Government, the redeveloped Premier Hotel is one of the most significant hospitality investments in the Southwest that should be given a pride of place.
We are not merely commissioning a renovated hotel. We are celebrating the restoration of a legacy. We are opening a new chapter for an institution that has been part of our history and giving it a renewed purpose for the future.
From the Sunshine State, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa joins the gathering and commends the Odua Group for resuscitating the iconic Premier Hotel.
We are proud to be a shareholder in Odua's investment company, Limited, and we celebrate this achievement as a shared regional success.
The group chairman of Odua Investment Company Limited, Bimbo Ashiri, gives a historical background of Premier Hotel, describing it as both a heritage and a business model that should be nurtured.
This hotel was built alongside the Andala Hotel in Kaduna, Northern Region, Hotel Presidential in Enugu, in the Eastern Region. But today, this hotel still stands first. By commissioning this Premier Hotel, we are moving the room from 87 to 154 rooms. And then you will see the sample of the rooms.
For Odua Investment Company Limited, the project is a complete rebirth rather than a mere renovation, adding that plans are underway to replicate Premier Hotel across other Southwest states. Bukola Oriowo, Channel Television News.
And to some company news now. Zenith Bank PLC has reinforced its commitment to bring in world-class financial services closer to communities with the inauguration of a new branch in Osubi, Delta State. The facility, commissioned by Governor Sheriff Oborowori, is expected to deepen financial inclusion, support local businesses, and stimulate economic activities in Osubi and surrounding communities.
An impressive gathering welcomes Delta State's Governor Sheriff Oborowori to Osubi for the official commissioning of Zenith Bank's latest branch. Following a warm reception and exchange of pleasantries, guests were entertained before the commencement of speeches.
Today, we are here to celebrate excellence.
The Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Zenith Bank PLC, Adora Omoji, described the Osubi facility as another milestone in the bank's expansion drive.
This is the 19th branch we are having in Delta State since we opened the Warri branch in 1994. That is 31 years ago. Throughout this period, Zenith Bank has maintained a devoted partner in the economic development of the Delta State. And this branch is a clear expression of our steadfast commitment to fostering financial inclusion in this state.
Applauding the Delta State government for its magnanimity in providing land for the structure, she said the new branch will provide accessible financial services to residents and neighboring communities.
At Zenith Bank, we provide world-class banking solutions to retail, corporate banks, and large corporates, as well as we use our robust IT infrastructure to bring business to your doorsteps. We empower small and medium enterprises and women-owned enterprises through our targeted initiatives, such as our Z-Woman product, which provide working capital and term loans for people-owned businesses. And we have our SME Grow My Business package, which provides small and medium enterprises with access to affordable financing, practical mentorship with our monthly SME learning service.
Governor Boruwari, who is also from the Osubi community, praised the bank for the initiative.
I'm particularly impressed by the leadership of the bank, keeping their promise. This worthy of note. This bank is the only bank in the whole of the program. As it is today.
The ceremony reached its climax with a symbolic ribbon cutting, marking the formal inauguration of the branch. Guests then went on a guided tour of the ultra-modern facility, from customer service areas, digital banking infrastructure, and other state-of-the-art amenities.
It's a good development. This bank is going to bring a lot of goodies in this community, and it's one of its kind. From here to almost 3 community, Ope in general, this is one of its kind.
For this inauguration, optimism remains high that Zenith Bank's investment in Osubi will not only improve access to financial services, but also contribute significantly to economic growth, job creation, and business development.
And to energy now. As part of efforts to boost production and meet growing local demand, Apex African Gas Nigeria Limited has commissioned a new gas production facility in Lagos. The company says the project features a 70-ton per day air separation unit, raising its total production capacity to 110 tons per day at its Ojo plant.
This ceremony marks the inauguration of Apex Africa Gas Nigeria Limited's newly installed 70-ton per day air separation unit at its Ojo, Lagos facility. Management, industry stakeholders, and invited guests gathered to witness a milestone expected to transform the local gas supply chain.
This new facility, which proudly pushes our combined capacity to the impressive 110,000 tons per day, is our definitive answer to that need.
Speaking at the event, the special guest of honor commends the investment, while the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Apex African Gas Nigeria Limited says the expansion underscores the company's resolve to meet Nigeria's growing demand for medical and industrial gases.
Investments such as this, therefore, demonstrate that Nigerian businesses can compete very effectively and, of course, deliver quality services and contribute meaningfully to the national growth of our economy.
We have invested ahead of demand, not behind it, because we could see where Nigeria's industry and healthcare was headed, and we chose to be ready.
Other stakeholders say the new facility will improve access to essential gases, strengthen healthcare delivery, and support industrial development across the country.
With this new 70-ton per day air separation unit, Apex African Gas Nigeria has established itself as the country's leading producer of liquid oxygen. This is not only a milestone for Nigeria, but a significant achievement for the wider West African region.
Apex Gas has been a valued partner in healthcare delivery since the COVID-19 pandemic.
With speeches concluded and confidence expressed in the project's impact, guests are invited to the official unveiling of the new plant.
Congratulations. These are gases that would have been imported if we are not producing locally. So it saves us the foreign exchange costs that we are able to produce here.
Apex African Gas Nigeria Limited produces oxygen, nitrogen, argon, and other specialty gases. The new air separation unit increases the company's production capacity to 110 tons per day, ensuring a more reliable local supply of medical and industrial gases, reducing import dependence and supporting Nigeria's economic growth.
And in other news, the Nigerian Academy of Engineering, a premier engineering think tank, is sworning Professor Umar Dambata as its 14th president. He replaces Professor Rahman Bello following the completion of his tenure.
The Nigerian Academy of Engineering has brought together accomplished engineers, technologists, captains of industry, government representatives, and sponsors for its annual lecture in Lagos. The event provides the Academy an opportunity to celebrate leadership, excellence, and the impactful contributions of engineering to national development.
Over the past year, the Academy has been active in fulfilling its mandate as a think tank for the engineering sector by organizing strategic policy dialogues on engineering activities or solutions for energy, particularly efficient and profitable operation of our refineries, transportation, waste management, wastewater management, environmental stability and climate change, and other areas.
Delivering the lecture titled Impactful Engineering Through Innovation and Mentorship. The guest speaker and former Vice-Chancellor of the University of Uyo, Professor Fola Lasisi, shared his thoughts on the country's future in a fast-changing world.
The function Nigeria needs cannot be imported. It must be consciously engineered through innovation, integrity, competence, collaboration, and mentorship. It is not, there's no option for it.
Professor Bello officially hands over the mantle of leadership to Professor Umar Dambata, who becomes the 14th president.
I'm happy to speak at this occasion in order to give assurances that I will bring to bear my wealth of experience, in the first positions of administration that I held to bear in running the affairs of the academy. And in doing this, I want to assure you of inclusiveness, openness, and transparency in the best possible way that I can do this.
The Academy also took its reward system a step further, presenting Lifetime Achievement Awards to 10 practitioners and inducting 12 new fellows for their outstanding contributions to engineering practice. The engineering think tank reaffirmed its commitment to provide guidance to both public and private organizations on policy making, especially concerning technological matters.
To more company news, TCL, a leading global tech brand, has launched several new products into the Nigerian market for the year. The 2026 lineup of products includes the SQD Mini LED TV series, which the company says will deliver cinema-grade picture quality and premium immersive audio for the ultimate home viewing and gaming experience, as well as the freshened series of air conditioners powered by AI energy-saving technology. The dual inverter refrigerator and Super Drum Plus direct drive motor C5 series of washing machines.
The leadership and staff of TCL, as well as its partner, Sims Nigeria Limited, invited members of the media, influencers and other partners to experience its 2026 Nigeria product launch, as well as to give its review and feedback on its several new innovations.
Today is not just about launching new products. It's about unveiling smarter technologies designed to make everyday living simpler, more comfortable, and more enjoyable for the Nigerian customers.
Across our core categories, we hold the industry-leading position worldwide. For television, we are now the world's #2 TV brand, and we rank #1 globally in the mini LED and the ultra-large size TV segment. For air conditioner, we are the #2 exporter from China. And for refrigerator and washing machine, we hold the #1 position in China's export market.
TCL says its 2026 lineup of products features breakthrough technology and beautiful new possibilities.
Today, we are unveiling our 2026 new flagship lineup, like our SQD Mini LED TV series, which represents the pinnacle of our display expertise, delivering cinema-grade picture quality and premium immersive audio for the ultimate home viewing and gaming experience. And also our Fresh-In series air conditioner, which is real healthy air system, as well as powered by the AI energy saving and engineered for the reliable performance in Nigeria's hot climate.
And now the official unveiling. Speaker after speaker spoke to the global leadership of TCL and the future of smart living which the products offer. Those in the room were then invited to interact and experience the new products.
Those of you who are worried about bad air in your room, many conventional AC states the air is stagnant, but with our AC, the AC collects air from inside, brings it outside and purifies it just for your health reasons. We also launched a C5 washing machine that has the Super Drum DD Moto feature. This means that there's no belt, so your washing machine will not vibrate. Some people, the washing machine will vibrate from their kitchen to their hall. TCL, no.
I am so impressed with everything I have seen. I have literally never seen before a smart AC that speaks to you when you tell it to turn off and turn on. I think that's just amazing.
TCL is one of the world's largest consumer electronic brands. It currently operates in over 160 countries.
From company news to policy now, the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprises asked the federal government to adopt comprehensive value chain reforms instead of banning textile fabric imports, as the structural interventions would deliver more sustainable outcomes for the industry. In a statement issued by CEO Dr. Muda Yusuf, the economic and policy think tank cautions that the Senate's proposed import prohibition could unintentionally weaken industries that depend heavily on textile inputs. According to the CPPE, a meaningful revival of the textile sector should begin with restoring domestic cotton production through improved security in farming communities, better seedlings, mechanization, extension services, and guaranteed offtake arrangements.
For tennis, let's talk the World Cup now, where France's coach Didier Deschamps has rejoined the national squad after briefly returning home to attend the funeral of his mother. Deschamps, who guided France to victory at the World Cup in 2018 and to the finals in 2022, missed the 4-1 win over Norway on Friday, which confirmed the nations as the winners of Group 1, offering them a less tiring travel schedule ahead. France, who are based in Boston, are due to play Sweden in the round of 32 in New Jersey on Tuesday. That's your sports news tonight. I am Kelly Egigaladi. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Well, elsewhere around the world, a lawmaker, Jorge Rodriguez, has put a death toll from Venezuela's earthquakes at 1,430 and 3,238 others injured. Mr. Rodriguez, who described the incident as the most disastrous event in the nation, suffered in the last 123 years. Rescuers are racing to pull out survivors as the 72-hour window nears its end. And the main news again. Joint police operatives neutralized 4 kidnapped suspects and rescued 5 victims in a swift 24-hour operation near Ogbere Forest in Ogun State. And the Chief Naval Staff said the service will continue to fulfill its constitutional mandate in collaboration with other security agencies to enhance national security. And that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I'm Laddie Williams from Media Team right here at Channels HQ. Good night.